We'll just start with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
One of the first things we need to do is establish the officers for 2012. But before we do that, there's been a couple meetings where the meeting minutes haven't been read yet, so I'm going to see if Barb will read those for us.
All right. August 21st of 2011. Bowling Green Township Park Committee. Members present: Suzanne McLean, Barb Wiseman, other person Jeff Corbin. It was such a nice day. We sat under the shelter house and had our meeting. We asked Jeff Corbin if he would like to join the board. He replied yes. Suzanne motioned and I seconded. We discussed options about a flagpole. Suzanne said she would check with Big O. Jeff said he would check out ad in the Beacon about flagpoles. We took a walk around the building and discussed about picnic tables Heather got from the Dillon Park. They're just sitting there deteriorating. We discussed about putting cigarette butt cans at each end of the building because people are just throwing butts all over the place. We dismissed. September 20th of 2011, Bowling Green Township Park Committee. Members present: Robin Farmer and Jeff Corpenny and Barb Wiseman. Others: Robin's son, Robin's grandchild. We discussed the bricks. Robin said we should order them so people could see what they look like. Robin said they said there was not room for a tree in memory of Walter, so it was agreed upon that we should save the other $50, and if something happened to Suzanne, we would get a brick for her. We're dismissed. Other than that, we haven't had much about meetings or anything because everything that was going on.
We need a motion to accept those meeting minutes.
Oh, you're not remembering? I accept the minutes.
I'll
Is there a second? Okay, second.
Well, at this point, we have several things that we want to talk about. I'll just go over a list that we kind of came up with. Kind of want to go over our history a little bit and talk about a mission statement. That's why I asked some of the older members to come tonight. We need to talk about the Memorial Flagpole Project, veterans retirement with the Scouts, talking about grants, Ohio, the Operation Roundup, the calendar for 2012, specifically what we're doing about the Easter event since it's right around the corner. Review of the committee building rules and the rates, and discussion about reporting to the trustees meetings once a month. So before we do that, why don't we just kind of go around and everybody, I don't know if everybody knows each other or not, but kind of, I don't know if everyone knows Steve. Let's start with Steve.
My name's Steve Foltz, and I guess I was part of the park committee when it originated, a couple of years ago. Is that about right? I'm not sure that.
It's September 2008. I still got the original number.
Oh, it's been that long. Okay. Time flies. So, and probably was, I don't know, we probably had regular meetings for at least a year or so, maybe even longer. I'm not, so.
We had regular meetings up till
Well, yeah, maybe as long when I was,
2010.
I'm Vicki Fogarty. I don't know what else to say.
Heather Frazier.
And you're a current member, right? Just
I had
technically.
told Barb that I had lived in Westbury.
Okay.
I'm Robin Farmer.
Oh, I'm Jeff Bear. I'm sorry. I'm Jeff Bear.
And you're a current member, right?
I guess.
So who do we have that's actually a current member? Myself. Do we have 5 regular members still?
Well, the original members were Barb, Steve Phillips, me, Vicky Fogarty, and Jeff Baird. And then John Campbell, Mike Zinsmeister, Bambi Wright, and Patty Boland were alternates. That was the original list. So what's changed?
Just trying to determine who's eligible to participate in a vote. Isn't that-
Can we get new members tonight?
Well, should we do that first? Because,
I think you need to establish some
Because-
sort of
because the way
new
that,
committee or whatever maybe it's not.
well, the
new, but-
history of it, originally, when we set it up, it was similar to a zoning board, 5-member board, and then alternates. And they were drawn out of a hat, and then we just kept drawing, and then we worked through those people as they were needed, or if they didn't even want to be on it. And then after that point, as people came in, they just kind of got on the list and joined. And I think that's reflected in the meeting minutes when they came and went. So, you know, anybody that's here tonight's eligible to be on the board or participate as volunteers.
So right now we have 4.
Well, was Vicky on or not?
I'm not on.
She's no longer,
Yeah.
Steve's not, you're not. So it just leaves us 3, 4. We need at least one more member.
Any of our old members want to entertain joining us again?
Anybody out there? Anybody want to join?
Mark?
Who wants to join? Raise your hand. You're all just sitting there. Come on, we need to break the tie. Who's gonna do it?
Well, we still have enough to conduct business.
You can work, you can be, man.
Yeah, we hadn't had a paid employee removed from the board, so,
Oh,
no.
this isn't really a board.
Board?
Well, it's,
There we go. Wait, I got a hand. Sold!
Mark?
I want to see what's going on here first.
All right, well,
I want to just jump in there.
so,
Hey, what's your name, ma'am? I'm sorry, I don't.
Nancy.
Nancy? I don't. That's right. I know you now. I can't remember who you were. I'm sorry.
I'll continue to work in any capacity I need to help the board and that kind of thing, but I don't really want to be a voting member of the board. I'd rather be a volunteer,
We actually need one more
you
person.
know, so.
You know,
But you do-
hey Jeff, I'd like to bring out a comment here about the board and continuity, because we seem to in the township don't have any good idea about continuity, that, you know, people do maybe switch, that's the trustees too, that the whole point of having continuity is to have a board of, like, you know, you guys that are volunteering, and to have a rotation and have established meetings, because we've run into problems with this now with a lot of stuff in the township. You know, the zoning board and whatnot, we need to have meetings and have rotation to try to keep everybody up on what's going on. One person can't handle everything.
Right.
And it's, the reason I'm bringing that up is I think it'd be good to have at least one trustee available.
Well, I'm willing
For
to still
continuity.
participate, but as far as voting, I don't, you know, we're a recommending board anyway. We don't have any kind of,
I know, but we need at least somebody on the board that would kind
I
of,
think like report to the trustees, I mean, somebody needs to report every month to us anyways. For as far as, you know, Jeff having a vote on something, I don't agree with that, I don't think he should. You know, he can serve on.
We have-
I don't mean just to vote, I'm just talking about continuity to be a member or whatnot. I'm not talking about necessarily anything other than that. That's what we've always had, seemed to have a problem with continuity. If one person controls it all, then that person's gone, which has happened before, I know, because when the park originally was run just by Don Watkins, there were times when, if he was gone on vacation, nothing happened. He had the only one had the calendar, he's the only one that had all the information. At least now you have a committee that can handle some of these things.
is there anyone else who'd like to? It's always been open where people can join later anyway. So we're at 4? We're out. Got Barb, Jeff, Nancy. Robin.
You may not need me as a time like
Well,
Really, we need 5 people, somehow we gotta get to 5. Not everybody can make it to a meeting. Gas gets you $5.
well, at this point,
The list I have as 2012, Patty Mullins was on the board, Bandy Wright, Mike Zinsmeister, John Campbell, and the other one.
Right. They were original
Patty Boland-
alternates.
Yeah, Patty Boland and Bambi were alternates, who were never on the board,
Right.
because they were never available.
Okay. Has anybody asked them? I mean, they're an alternate, they should move up.
They were asked,
They were
asked,
they
asked,
never did it.
asked.
We talked to them all. So they
Oh,
have
yeah,
contact.
Oh, yeah.
Patty kept saying she couldn't show up on the meeting, and we even changed the meeting dates, I remember, to a different night because of her, and she still didn't show up. Remember that?
Want to make sure people were asked first before.
Well, I know in Patty's case, we did because we actually changed meeting days to accommodate her.
Should have known better, I forgot.
yeah. Well, at this point, so I don't have to run the meeting, I'd just like to ask if there's any, first of all, who's a member right now, so we're eligible. Who's in, you're,
Well, you have to vote on it, do you not?
what's that?
Do you not have to vote on
You
it?
have to vote her in.
Member? Yeah, you
Well-
gotta vote her in, and then she'll be.
We have to, okay, who's a member who's coming in here tonight? So technically, it's just 3 of us?
Well, four of you.
You don't need me then. So the 3 of you can nominate her and make her a member if you like.
Make a motion.
Make a motion
I'll make a motion
to recommend.
that we recommend Nancy.
What's Nancy's last name? Like
Corbin.
Okay.
And
I
then
figured that out.
we need a second. And if the 3 members want to vote, that's where Jeff comes in.
All those in favor, say aye.
Okay, now we got 4 regular members. Can somebody nominate a member to be the president?
Hopefully give me a.
Come on, jump in.
You don't want to
All
nominate
help
somebody?
on,
Here,
Nominate
you got the
someone
power,
else.
do it.
I'm so busy. You won't see me, that's the problem.
Do I make a motion?
So,
Then nominate somebody else.
I'll get in trouble, so I'm not. They don't have to accept it.
Can I nominate Barb as president?
Do you have a second?
Yes.
Why'd you think about it, Lowell?
Barb Wiseman's been nominated and seconded by Jeff.
All those in favor, say aye. Did
Opposed?
you say you were accepted of your presidency?
I guess.
Yeah, we didn't even bother to ask her.
Yeah. So all those in favor, say aye. Aye.
Okay,
There
Barb,
goes.
it's your show. You
You're
need
now
to
president.
see if you can get a vice
For
president.
at least 1 year.
secretary.
We'll have new elections in January. How's that? We'll give you 12 months. Well, 10.
Who would like to be vice president? We never had a vice president.
Yeah, he did. Steve was the vice and
Steve?
the alternate chair.
Oh.
We called it vice and alternate chair.
We don't remember this.
Well, I got the notes right here.
What is the duties of the vice president?
If the president is shot by a Bowling Green Township employee, well, I hope that doesn't. You'll just have to go to the meeting, not the president.
She's always here, so. I'll be vice president if someone wants to vote me in.
Someone want to nominate?
I think Robin for vice president. Her second.
Second.
Motion carries. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. Robin's now vice president.
Vice.
Vice president. How am I doing all this? You're not.
That's a good
But you
question.
got-
That's because you're going to be the secretary. That's
No,
why.
I'm not
Secretary's
secretary.
next.
Yeah.
I'm, no. Mm-mm.
Hey. Like make a motion.
I don't have time.
Secretary.
Or-
Yeah, I guess you do have to have someone that's here for the minutes. Jeff, to be secretary.
I'm already secretary of the golf league. I'm Cub master. I can't do it. It's something I
It
can't
has to
do.
be somebody that's here.
Somebody's gonna have to be
Take the
here.
minutes.
Somebody that can be here every time. I recommend that Nancy Corpenny be,
You're making a
I
motion.
nominate, I motion that Nancy Corpenny be secretary. Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
She can decline.
She declined. Oh, God. I need to find a third. I need to find somebody.
No, you really don't want to.
How about president and secretary together? President and secretary.
No.
She's been doing the meeting minutes.
You find somebody else.
How about you, Joe? Want to be the secretary?
I can do minutes for you if you like, until you get somebody.
Post it. So we need at least one more member. Non-paying position.
If we could get Heather to rejoin the group.
I'll put temporary down.
We'll give this to you for a little while. You can use it, practice.
I'd be confused about when to use it, Jeff.
Oh,
Would you want to be secretary?
We don't have time to do it.
Yeah, I know. Alright.
We'll keep working on
Well,
it.
you can have it. I just want to make sure you had it.
we have any new business?
Yeah, we got the bricks back. It took 8 weeks for them to come back. I ordered them December the 7th. And I think they're pretty nice. And we need to sell some more. They said they would give us blanks to fill in.
I still have
need
50.
Mm-hmm. For the time being.
Have you looked into getting the bigger ones? The
Yeah,
bigger size?
bigger size. We could put the park committee on it. The bigger size. Put all of our names on it.
What's the time frame you guys looking at on this? When's this gonna be installed?
Probably by June, July.
Well, it depends on the flagpole itself.
Yeah.
'Cause that's something Suzanne was working on with me.
Are we getting electric out there? Is there already electric there?
Yeah.
When I went to the conference, I talked to the guy from Meyer Design. He said he'd be willing to come by sometime and look at what we have. He had some suggestions for replacing the merry-go-round because it's not up to code and standard, because they're not putting those kind of merry-go-rounds in anymore because they have to have a governor in them so they only go so fast. And his recommendation was to get rid of that. But they also sell flagpoles and he can come out and look at it. We need to install the pole before we do the ground part, so it'd be kind of a two-phase thing. But I can get a hold of him and see if he can send some estimates for the different size flags, poles.
The brick sales, we got $100 for 3 of them, and the rest of them was $50 a piece. So that's $650, and the cost of them was $150, so that leaves us $500 for a flagpole right now. So we get, sell more, we get more money for a flagpole.
Did they give you any prices when you talked to him?
No, well, Suzanne had been working on that and she had some.
Have you considered a roundup grant for the
No,
pole?
to go to Big O and
Well, Big O or,
Waste Management.
well, Waste
We got
Management.
several options. We just got to get together and work on it.
Do we still do the energy project?
Yeah, the energy co-op, that's the roundup.
Yeah, I was wondering if they
Yeah.
were gonna do the fencing or not.
They did part of the fencing.
Okay,
We
I didn't
get the
know.
whole
Oh,
grant.
okay, alright.
So it would be a good idea.
How much
to-
do we have? You know, I don't know.
They only did the basketball court, is that mine?
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the rest of it needs done, and you can just keep applying for those grants every quarter.
Okay.
What if the park committee applies for the rest of the fence and the flagpole?
You can always try it.
Well, we
You
should
know,
already
we
have
didn't
enough
get-
funds to
What
get
was
the
the
poles.
estimate? Does anybody remember
It was
what
over
the
10
estimate?
for the fencing? It was
It was-
over 10 grand.
What was the
Well,
estimate?
they only give grants up to 10,000.
I know,
so.
the fencing out here was 10,000. I thought it was like 9,000 something.
Yeah, it was right up there at the,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. And we didn't get it all. We got about, what,
3,000.
3,000?
10,000, so we need
So,
6.
yeah, just keep
To
going.
finish the
Or
rest
do you
of the
get it?
park
Yeah.
off with $7,000
Yeah.
some dollars.
Yeah.
The rest of it.
And that's if you went all the way around, right?
Right.
Which you don't necessarily necessarily have to do, but
Did you want to set a price for the bigger bricks or figure out what to do with those?
Let's just talk more about them.
Okay.
We'll figure out. They cost 25 a piece, so we'd have to make a little bit of money on them.
These ones are $12.50,
These are 50.
$15.
Yeah, but you could have given those three with the, they paid $100 on $5 one. You could have done that.
Well, yeah. I just wanted to get them, see what they look like and everything. Alright, fundraisers. We've had, in 2009, we had the Easter bake sale, made 204. Garage sale, 200. Donation, Kearns, $20. The Christ auction, we made $276.28. And the Halloween party, $101. That was in 2009. Total $801.28. 2010, we had the Easter bake sale, made $257. The 50-50 drawing at the auction, $32.50. Eagles Nest celebration, $48. Hall gross 50-50, $86. A total of $423.50. And then in 2011, we just had the Easter bake sale, which made $200. Total fundraisers in 3 years, $1,424.78. There's that if you want to pass that around, look at it. The hall rentals, in 2009, we made it $1,197. In 2010, $1,655. In 2011, $1,824. The expenditures was just on there for 2009. And there's no record of the 2010 or the 2011 expenditures. So we don't know what they was spent out of it. There was couple questions I had, $499.15 for wood for the roofs, for the sliding boards that was up there and needed repaired. They spent $499.15 on some other things too. And then we just gave them away.
We didn't sell the rest of the,
It was just given away.
we donated it to another township.
There was people wanting to buy it though.
We donated it, it should have been sold though. No,
Yeah.
no, we got money for a new park, $20,000, that was a grant. So we donated to another park to other kids to enjoy.
Alright, what happened to the money from the fence then?
Yeah, where'd the fence money go? What's that? The fence that went around it.
The old fence
Old
they
fence.
tore down.
you'll galvanize.
Did you junk that?
I have no idea where it went. I don't
Somebody
know, it must
scrapped
scrap out.
Well, darn right they did.
$5 and it went park fund. Run the check back.
It's not in the paperwork of the park fund.
I can't help, or do the paper.
No, you probably put that in.
Come on, we'll check it out. I'll check it out.
If we could get Jane to give a report, it would sure help. Because that's what the park committee needs to know. We don't know which fund it's going to come out of. So,
And I mean, that's not the only one that needs to deliver a report. We'll talk about that here shortly, so go ahead, finish me.
what's that?
Just keep going.
I think it's only fair that we get all the information we need when we're trying to figure out what we're making money for and where it's going.
Put the shoe on the other foot
So
when we have
for
the trust meeting.
2010 and 2011, you don't have any idea where anything's going?
What was spent out in 2009? Total, you said you had a total of 2009.
2009.
That was something Jenny had given you? That's where you got
Yeah.
that?
But the problem is, you don't really have the stuff that's been out unless you get it from the fiscal officer.
Right.
That's
She
what I'm
said she has
saying.
2009, that's why.
Right, but I'm just saying, the only way she has those numbers is
That's
the
fine, she
fiscal
said she had
officer.
2009, that's what I asked for.